We welcome UU leaders from around the world to General Assembly each year and extend our gratitude towards them. Many have traveled a long distance to share their experience, their wisdom, and their faithful solidarity during challenging times. To introduce them to you, please welcome Reverend Eric Cherry, the Director of the UUA International Office.
Thank you very much. And while we say that these leaders are guests, we do so as a reminder to American Unitarian Universalists that hospitality is our privilege and responsibility when people journey here. In fact, our guests are leaders of our global faith, your leaders. And as we welcome them, please note the commitment that they bring to our faith every day. And we hope you will be inspired to explore how your local UU community can find itself in the global UU story and engage supportively. Dr. Rika Lamar is a physician and social activist focusing her energies on issues relating to drug abuse, HIV/AIDS, and the health and welfare of women and children. She is the co-founder and chief functionary of the Manba Foundation, an organization working in the field of drug abuse. She is also a leader of the Unitarian Union of Northeast India's women's wing, Singhanthai. Dr. Rika is focusing on a project to adapt and teach the Our Whole Lives curriculum in Northeast India as we speak. Professor Rupaya Lamar is a church elder of the Unitarian Church of Duai in Northeast India, which is the pioneer church established in 1887 by founder Hajam Kisser Singh. He was born to a second-generation Unitarian mother and an indigenous religion, Nyamtre mother, practicing father. Professionally, he has taught political science in government colleges for 30 years, recently retiring. Rupaya is the vice chairperson of the church and the chairman of its hymnal committee. And he is one of the 5 Unitarian and Unitarian Universalist theologians from around the world who are leading a year-long theological dialogue inspired by the 450th anniversary of the Edict of Torda. Dr. Dipti Das is a retired principal of the government college in Duai. She has done her MA and PhD in philosophy, and her doctoral thesis is Gandhi's Doctrine of Truth and Nonviolence, a Critical Study. This has been published recently as a book. She has an interest in the philosophy of religion, and she belongs to a school of faith of Hinduism in Assam. Through her marriage, she came into contact with the Unitarian faith, and she is an active participant in church activities and has also participated in Unitarian Universalist conferences and pilgrimages abroad. She lives with her husband, Rupaya, and daughter, Kankor. Reverend Norbert Jolt-Rotz is the minister of the Central Unitarian Church in Koleshvar, Transylvania. He is a graduate of the Hungarian Unitarian Church's John Sigismund College and the Protestant Theological Institute in Koleshvar. Before being called to serve the church in Koleshvar, he worked for the Hungarian Unitarian Youth Association, ODFIE. He is married to Maria Rotz. Norby, as he prefers to be called, is also one of the 5 UU theologians from around the world who are leading the year-long theological dialogue inspired by the 450th anniversary of the Edict of Torda. Reverend Lydia Emesheb Badur was born and raised in Cluj-Napoca, Koleshvar, Romania. She finished her high school years at the Janusz Zsigmond Unitarian High School and after that she studied at the Protestant Theological Institute and became a Unitarian minister. At the end of her studies, she returned to the Janusz Zygmunt Unitarian High School and started work as a religious teacher and school chaplain. For the last 8 years, most of her work has been related to children, youth, and a variety of educational issues. She believes in the importance of education and loves working with students. This year, Emisha has been the Star King School for the Ministry Balash Scholar. Paul Nyanzigye is a member of the Allen Avenue UU congregation in Portland, Maine, but he is originally from Bujumbura, Burundi, and served as a leader of the Unitarian Church there before coming to the United States. In Bujumbura, he worked as a high school teacher and administrator and supervised community-based grants on behalf of the Unitarian Church there. He continues to be involved with Burundian Unitarians, especially those who are refugees in Rwanda due to dangers in Burundi, and we introduce him to you today at his request that we all remain in faithful solidarity with Burundian Unitarians in whatever country they may find themselves living today. Reverend David Clements is excited to be serving as the interim minister to the Cape Town, South Africa Unitarian Congregation. Cape Town is a beautiful place to be serving, and the Unitarian Church is celebrating all this year their 150th anniversary. Ministry is a second career for Dave. He was an organizational and fundraising consultant, and he is finding those skills very useful in his ministry there. Home base for Dave is Cleveland, Ohio, where his partner Jerry resides. Dave is a Meadville Lombard alum, and in his spare time enjoys painting and quiet walks along the beach. If you have never been to South Africa, come, Dave says, and discover the Unitarian Church and the people. You will have a life-changing experience. I would invite all of you to visit the Global UU Story online and find doorways into it for yourself and your congregations, including ways to join the UU celebration of the 450th anniversary of the Edict of Torda this year, and the upcoming Reimagining Interfaith Cooperation event that will take place in Washington, D.C. from July 29th through August 1st. Welcome into the Global UU Story, and please welcome global UU leaders from around the world at General Assembly this year. Thank you.